Hello and welcome to the Overly Animated Podcast, where we take animation seriously. We talk everything animation here, including A Star versus the Force of Evil, which we'll be getting into right now. I'm Dylan Hysen, and today I'm joined by Delaney Stovall.
Globgore?
Not related to this episode.
It is related. It's always related.
Michelle Anderer.
Hey.
I guess we get like a small Glasswork shot. Okay.
Yeah.
And,
I marathoned it all.
Yeah, he didn't say Glob.
Yeah, same.
Okay. And Steve Zek.
Yo, newest member of the Ponyhead family. Here.
Are you joining the Ponyhead family?
I think they want to adopt me.
Do they? I don't know if you're.
Or maybe they want to eat me. I don't know.
I think they might. Yeah,
maybe
are you made of like pizza and cupcakes?
Yeah.
I don't think they want to eat you unless you're actually pizza or cupcakes.
Weird purple goo. Yeah. Okay. Delaney, Michelle, Steve, and I today are going to be getting into once again Star vs. Force of Evil, Night 6 of I don't know if that's accurate. Seven. Okay, whatever. Starvember, the Star vs. Force of Evil 2-week event. This November on Disney XD, aired tonight at 8 p.m. on the Watch Disney app in the morning. We're specifically today talking about Peck and Ponymonium. We'll be getting to those episodes. Find our previous Star podcast from this event at overlyanimated.com or search for Star Overly Animated on iTunes, your favorite podcatcher, and either subscribe there or on YouTube to not miss any of our future Star podcasts. We are one night away from our big finale event, but that's going to be very exciting tomorrow. But for now, we're going to talk a lot of ponies and pigeons and mostly those two things. Getting into spoilers for Peck and Ponymonium. Make sure you've seen these episodes before you get into this. But let's get into it. Delaney, thoughts on these two episodes?
Okay, so I was watching Peck. I'm at work. I'm like, whatever, this is fine. I'm laughing at the things Ponyhead's saying, and then I'm like, it's cool. It's like pigeons. It's kind of funny. Like I like how they glare. Like the facial expressions on the pigeons are incredible. Like they're so funny, and I like how they're just like a giant mass and they like break through walls. But then when Rich Pigeon speaks, I just died. I was like, this is incredible. Like, that was so good. I think, like, honestly, like, watching kind of, like, the mess that was the beginning of the episode was worth it for, like, the last part of the episode where Rich Pigeon is talking. Like, it's so good. It's incredible. And, like, this really emotional speech. Like, the king pigeon's crying. It's so good. I enjoyed it a lot. And then when you find out he's not Rich Pigeon because he's a rich pigeon. It's because his name is Richard. I was so shook. Like, so shook. And then also the legs were a great gag. And then of course Ponymonium is incredible, and I was laughing. So I'm at work watching this episode. I'm just laughing the entire time because everything Ponyhead says is hilarious. And this episode is that episode's incredible. Like we meet all Ponyhead's sisters, and they're funny. I love all of them. They all have their own personality. And it's just dinner. Like I just love it. Like the sibling nonsense and Star just being really confused. It was really great. Also, King Ponyhead is hilarious, and he's just like, save me.
Take me with you.
Like these two episodes I think might seem just like inconsequential, but I really enjoyed them. I thought they were really funny, and I just enjoyed. Like I thought they were great. Like they were really good.
Okay, there's definitely some good takes there from Delaney and Michelle. What are your thoughts?
I also enjoyed these episodes. They're definitely like I marathoned the past like 6 tonight, so I was having a lot of feels about stuff that you guys covered yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Yesterday's podcast was
I'm sure that was cray.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely positive you guys had a good time with that. These were really fun though. Both of these had really good like one-liners, which I kind of was missing from a couple of the past really chill episodes. So even if these aren't going to be plot heavy, I thought they had a lot of good standalone moments, which is always something I can appreciate. I think I liked Ponymonium a little more, but like I honestly was like Team Rich Pigeon from the beginning, so I was very surprised we got back to him so soon, but I thought it was really amazing. And yeah, I agree with what Delaney said. I thought the pigeon expressions were really great. The fact that they like jacked the castle from someone else and that might be the reason that they're rich is like very fascinating. They're just like basically normal pigeons that were coordinated enough to like, snatch this castle from other people and take all their treasure. And the gags of them having like the assassinator having like buff arms and just like the legs, like it's like kind of disconcerting but also amazing at the same time. So yeah, and it leads to one of Ponyhead's best lines ever. So I was really into that episode too.
Okay, interesting. I have a lot of Ponyhead lines written down, so we'll go through them and see what the best line ever is from Michelle. Okay, good stuff there as well. Steve, what's your take on these two?
Oh, I really liked them too. So a little hot take. I really thought Ponyhead was definitely on point in Death.
Death Peck.
Death Peck, yeah. And personally, I think I like Ponyhead better in Death Peck than in the other one, even though the other one's still good, because I think Ponyhead worked better in that role. But yeah, I was surprised too about Rich Pigeon actually talking, and it turned out to be a decent character. I mean, he's a character just introduced like a week ago, and all of a sudden I'm on Team Rich Pigeon, man, because he is awesome. I just thought it was going to be a joke character.
Wait, Team Rich Pigeon in what regard? what okay, just we're just fans. Okay, gotcha.
Oh yeah. As for when we meeting Ponyhead's family, I've been waiting for that, and it's all what I expected it to be. Ponyhead's sisters, I love them all. They're all so crazy. And in a weird way, though, I'm on their side because I agree with them. Ponyhead would make a terrible ruler.
What? You want to depose Ponyhead? Come on, Steve.
Let's debate this.
Okay, is King Ponyhead a good leader? Like, do they need a good leader? Are there other Ponyheads?
He knows how to summon food at least.
Steve,
that's a good job.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Summon food. She has no responsibility just to do whatever she wants. Just be free to do whatever
Steve, how dare you want to depose Ponyhead? How dare you?
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying she'd be better just doing her own free thing, whatever she wants to do.
She's gonna get big if she becomes queen. Like,
why would be?
Why is King Ponyhead so big?
Hold on, back up, Delaney. Why is becoming queen? Why would that make her big? I feel like
I don't know. Look at that, so big.
I feel like the more logical question is she gonna grow when she grows up? I feel like that's.
Dylan, this show is about magic.
Isn't that the natural question? Just when she gets older, she'll get bigger.
Okay, no, the episodes previous to this, Star turned into like a giant yellow butterfly and flew around.
And one more thing, this episode also gets both episodes. I love one thing: both episodes had no Tom Star, so it gets automatic points.
Oh my god!
Just like a Ruby episode without.
Okay, we don't. No, that's fine. We don't need to make a Ruby comparison. You're right. Bonus points for no Tom Star. Again, Delaney, fair point with the butterfly thing, but I feel like the natural assumption would be if she grew up, she might get bigger. To an adult pony head.
Teenager though. I mean, how long
she
is
just
the
hasn't hit her pony growth spurt?
Were they just like really tiny pony heads? Like I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like
all of them were small except for him.
I did not envision the discussion going in this direction. Okay.
Like I don't. How is this not the discussion? He's so big.
I literally have not thought of that before. Okay, I'm glad we've had three positive opinions here. I'm glad we've assembled this specific crew because a lot of positivity. I was very much not into either of these episodes. I thought this was by far the low point.
I knew it.
Yeah,
really.
Look, these aren't good episodes. This is by far the low point of the bomb. I think Death Peck is the worst episode by far of the 12 or something that we've seen.
I mean, the Ponyhead stuff.
I like this more than the laundry episode, honestly.
Oh, get out of here! Sense of a Hoodie's great. Come on, get out of here.
No, Sense of a Hoodie is okay with these.
These episodes don't have Starco in them, therefore Dylan can't like.
Look, Death Peck is very reminiscent of season 1 Star, some of the bad season 2 Star. I'm fine with being positive about it. I think it makes for better podcast discussion, so I won't get into this again after this. But I definitely don't think that's a good episode. It's a big. It's very disappointing. I think this event's been in general disappointing other than yesterday's episodes. And, this is probably the low point. Ponymonium is also not great, although I was very much looking forward to meeting all of the sisters, and we have a lot to get into with them. It's like, even though the episode's kind of bad, I like the subject matter, so, whatever.
I admit, though, I am disappointed we didn't get much really to do with the whole monster equality thing on the, Pigeon episode. Because I thought there would be a little bit something about that, but that just swept to the side.
It's just like the framing device for the episode. Yeah.
I really want to get more to that plot. Plot is
well, we'll do that tomorrow, so don't worry. But yeah, it's
spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers.
I mean, I haven't seen the episode. It's in the description. Okay. But yeah, we'll speculate on this when we talk about Death Peck and Ponymonium. I'm interested to see what you guys really connected with. But yeah, I don't think Death Peck's good. There's some good stuff
I
there.
connected with
thought
Rich
Ponyhead was funny in that episode. I love Ponyhead in that episode.
Okay, can we elaborate on you
Yeah.
connecting with Rich Pigeon? Because he's capable of speech, so
sense.
he's relatable. Is that
No,
why?
listen, it's just like I
His
was just like,
voice.
okay, it was just so funny. Like I
He goes
was like,
against
this
the
is so
tradition of his
good.
family. It takes a lot of courage to go against the tradition of your whole family, your culture. So
That's okay.
Mhm.
Delaney, that Steve is bringing up a actually reasonable thing to relate to, other than he
Delaney's
talks.
is
He
reasonable
talks.
too.
I am here for the laughs. It's the best gag ever.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the humor
And
of him. Okay,
It's so
gotcha.
funny. And then he
Seriously
just, like,
though.
goes on he goes on this super emotional speech, and King Pigeon cries, and I'm just done. It was amazing. Like I'm just like, because I mean, I agree, the episode's not that great, but then Rich Pigeon talks, and I was like, this is amazing. This is the funniest thing ever. Like they got the 7-year-old me who was like, this is so funny. Like this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like I haven't seen my girlfriend in a couple hours. Like she was watching this with me, and I'm like, the pigeon talks. Like I can't wait to be like, oh my god, the pigeon, he talks.
so yeah.
I'm so shook. It's
So
just so fun.
If this was just a Star Marco episode, I probably wouldn't enjoy it as much because I think Ponyhead had all the funny lines in that episode.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but-
Including her best line,
Okay,
which
Michelle,
adds
let me-
support
okay.
to Delaney. Because the best line in the whole thing is when Pointhead's like, oh, he can talk,
Okay, yeah.
and it's such a strong, handsome man voice too.
It's
Oh
so
my
good.
goodness, hello.
Yeah.
So
That
good.
was so freaking
And then
funny.
And then her and Star are like, just like they're like
They're kinda like,
attracted to
hey.
him. And I'm like, oh my god.
Okay.
Hey,
it's so
Rich
funny.
Pigeon
Okay,
with your thick legs.
They're fake legs. They're fake.
Yeah,
So
but they're still
good.
Okay, I'm glad
I
we're on the same page with this moment, because that's the screenshot for the podcast is Star and Ponyhead looking at each other like, hey, like this guy, and Marco's
so
like, what are you two talking about? Yeah.
So, so they took this character who's obviously a gag because he's a pigeon with legs, but then he talks. I'm just done. Like, it's the most incredible thing.
I thought Marco was doing some reverse psychology at the beginning, talking about how he's a dumb pigeon, be part of something progressive and stuff. I thought he was trying to be reverse psychology there at first.
Okay, interesting take on the
Yeah.
motivating Pigeon to sign the. Yeah, no, I think Marco is just being dismissive of Rich Pigeon, and how
Yeah.
dare he
Rude,
dismiss
rude.
Pigeon.
Marco, you need to be better than that.
Leg. I did not see that coming. I was kind of shocked.
Well, he just like shattered it. Just like
Shattered the pigeon, and the Rich Pigeon doesn't scream or anything. He just kind of like flops
Pigeon just
over and tries to
falls.
stuff
So
it back
funny.
in his body, and it pops out again. Like there are some really good
I'm
gags here.
concerned he will never be able to dance the same way again.
He's fake
He
legs.
needs-
He's fake legs.
He's fake
What are you-
legs. Yeah,
Okay.
his cast. He still needs to heal his normal leg before he can operate it. Probably.
wait, we have to have a real. Okay, this is the real question. Okay, so we know they took over the castle and they took all their money. Are the legs theirs? Were the legs already there?
I think so.
That's a good question.
I think it's like a very pigeon-specific goal to have fake arms and
Is
legs.
it? Is it?
I think so. Why would that so conveniently work for pigeons?
Look,
otherwise,
you'd think that would be specifically for the
Almost like
pigeons, but
human.
Ponyhead also gets use out of the fake legs too. She-
true.
you think the Ponyheads would have fake legs if the pigeons can have fake legs?
Well, it's like, okay, the pigeons can fly and the pony heads can float. Like, I don't really understand why they need legs, but
I
Oh,
think
oh,
it's just one
Oh,
of
how
the
about the first
human.
time Ponyhead told Marco and Star, hurry up, and Marco's like, well, not all of us can float their heads and stuff, and Ponyhead's like, not with that attitude.
I know so many good lines from Ponyhead.
Yeah, Delaney, I thought your favorite Ponyhead moment was going to be them hiding, and Ponyhead hides by being the head of the horse statue.
I actually missed that. I
Oh,
wasn't
come on,
paying
you
close
gotta
enough
find
attention
that
to that. Well, no, I wasn't on the podcast, so I'm going to take this moment to say that one of the best gags of character designs is when Tad touches Marco with all of his hands.
Yes.
That's so
Yes, we
good.
discussed
But no,
this,
I
yeah.
didn't actually notice that. I think I was paying more attention to Star. So now I want to go rewatch and
Yeah,
check
that
that
was-
because that is something I would appreciate.
Yeah.
Are you going to ship that, Marco and Tad?
Okay, stop. Come on, get out of here.
Whoa.
No Tad on this podcast. Why are we mentioning his name? Yeah.
Whoa.
So I will say, yeah, I'm glad you guys have gotten a lot of enjoyment out of this.
It's just so funny.
I do think this was a
Yeah.
well-boarded episode, despite having nothing going into the concept of it. There's a lot of good gag moments here, and yeah, you guys just really connecting with Rich Pigeon speaking.
It's so funny. It's just, it's such a brilliant gag. Like, I'm talking like top 5 gags in this show.
Oh, wow.
It's so funny. I was so shook. I didn't think he was gonna talk. It was so good.
I'm just glad I wasn't drinking anything, else I would have spit it out.
I was about to cry laughing. Like, I'm at work and I was like, oh my god, he's talking.
Rich Pigeon says, "Yes, father, I disobeyed pigeon law and learned the Muni tongue."
It was so good.
I have questions about that, but
Well, he just goes like full anime on like everyone.
Yeah.
It's so good.
yeah. Star champions a noble cause. Yeah.
It's so good.
He sounds so much smarter than he looked, than I thought he was.
Well, because he looks like a pigeon. He looks
That's
like a pigeon.
the pigeon
Steve.
way.
Yeah.
They just kind of act kind of dumb. He's like, we shouldn't do that anymore. That's what his whole speech was about. It was a good speech.
Okay.
I tell you, if he would talk like that in Club Snump, he would have been the most popular man at the party.
Well, yeah. That's my big question. Is why just
He
didn't
already
he talk
killed
previously?
at the party, according to Ponyhead.
Yeah.
Him and his legs.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems very contrived. Him speaking at the end. Why didn't he speak when he got his leg broke? It's it was a good moment. Sure.
Well, he's tough. He's a tough.
Yeah, he didn't seem to
Yeah,
be
he's
in
a tough
pain.
bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll accept. Although I didn't really connect with any of what you guys are talking about. I'm a little.
Not even the line, such a strong, handsome
Yes,
man
that is
voice.
the best line.
That's
I
the
agree.
best.
And
Yes.
the look
Okay.
afterwards. Yeah. Because that's the good Ray Ponyhead and such a strong, handsome man voice too. Oh my goodness. Hello. Yeah, that's really good. And then also the second best Ponyhead line at the end. So you know what? You keep living your best life, and I'm gonna get out of here and not stay here anymore. Bye bye. So.
Yeah, that was really good. Like,
It's
I remember
just
some
such a-
pizza, and like it was so
Yeah.
good.
I love the part when she had all the treasure fell out of her, and she was like, "Don't worry, I know what I am." Or
Yeah.
"Don't
You
worry."
know, that
Owns it. Owns
Yeah,
it.
and then she was stashing Rich Pigeon as ransom.
like,
Oh, we
that's
needed
also a really good
leverage.
character design moment.
Yeah.
It was like, they were just
I kind
things.
of wonder, man, maybe if Pony had married Rich Pigeon, I mean, what kind of a powerful kingdom would they become? Like
As
the pigeon,
as people without
Super
legs,
powerful.
as people.
they could be very threatening.
persons
Why?
without legs.
They could take over meaning if they wanted to, if they had their lives.
Neither of them are humans, but is she like pooping them out, or is she stashing them?
That's what I thought.
Good.
Hard
Like,
to tell.
it's like, it's hollow. Is it not hollow? And then she just.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. That's
Yeah.
just my favorite stuff.
That's mystery.
Yeah, so
Well,
Ponyhead was the highlight of the episode, potentially other than Rich Pigeon's voice, but I found Ponyhead to be very generic. In everything she was saying, it was kind of just like the best of Ponyhead hits, and none of them hit really hard.
That's why I liked it.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I didn't mind it really. I
She
thought it
wasn't
was
sassy
fine.
enough in this episode.
Like I thought she was. I thought she was funnier in Ponymonium.
Yeah, she might have been. Let's run through the rest of Ponyhead's line. She says, "Yeah, Marco's right." Whoa, did I just say that? It just feels like a stock Ponyhead
She's like,
line,
did I
you know?
just say that out loud?
Okay, yeah. It's just like a stock Ponyhead line, you know. There's a few of those.
Well, Marco said he agreed Pony had an earlier episode, so it's like this weird little connection
Yeah,
here.
true. That was the cyclical moment there. Ponyhead says, "Oh, great! Now we're stuck in a room with paintings. Ugh, I hate paintings."
That was funny. Just for like the delivery on that line was so
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Jenny Slate's like, "Ugh," that was really good. Yeah. Yeah, and then the other two. Those are the ones I'd written down. But yeah, Ponyhead. I said week 1, Ponyhead was the MVP of Starvember so far. I think that's still true. Still MVP.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
She's
I
like,
agree.
she just makes me laugh. Like she's so funny. She's just the funniest character.
Yeah, she's just making me forget all about the Tom Star. So
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was your best take so far, Steve. So
You're about to get banned
Oh
because
my
you keep
God.
mentioning it though.
That's
Like
true.
you need to stop.
Yeah, Delaney had a bad experience with that last week, so you can't keep bringing it up.
God, Dylan like roasted me alive,
Yeah.
and then agreed with me at the very end of the podcast. No one got to hear.
Yeah, we've rave reviews, Delaney. Me yelling at you has been called one of the best podcast moments. So
I hate you so much.
It's-
You're the worst.
The reviews are in on that. People want more yelling at Delaney. Okay.
Oh, okay. I think it's more like they just like it when we yell at each other. I doubt it's.
I think this is good so far. More yelling about the Rich Pigeon. What I was going to lead with about this episode, if Rich Pigeon had not been such a hit, was Star's petition between monsters and humans, because this is actually the big plot thing of the 2 episodes.
Forgot about it.
Star's trying to get all the royal youth to sign the petition, and if you look closely at the petition, it is everyone from episode Club Snubbed, except for Rich Pigeon, who signed it so far. And so she seems to be trying to form some sort of youth movement pro monster royal youth movement here.
I love how Ponyhead signs her names like so big. Like,
yeah, that makes sense.
Is it her full name Lula?
Yeah, I've got. Yeah, she's Lilicia. Yeah. I've got the book here. Well reference that.
Ponyhead's like John Hancock with this petition.
Yeah, I don't think she deserves to be John Hancock on the on the thing. I think Star should.
You're wrong.
Okay, yeah, that's true. She should. Yeah, Delaney, what do you think of going in this direction with Star's character, her taking up the pro monster cause now?
I'm really excited about it. So I obviously wasn't on the podcast with Starfari, and I'm like really glad we're going this way with Star, because that's what she like. Because I'm glad because this thread has been in the show since the beginning, and then we're actually picking up on it, and Star's like running with it, and I'm really happy about it. And I think this petition's really interesting, and like obviously we're going somewhere with it. So I wasn't expecting something so soon, actually. So I'm really happy about it. It's a great idea. It's very modern, I think. It's a very modern idea, and I think it's very
relative to Muni?
relevant at the moment.
Okay,
relative to Muni, it's a very modern idea, and it's though the idea to petition your government is a modern idea, but it's like I think it's really interesting, and I'm excited about it. I think it's really cool, and like hopefully that's what the big episode tomorrow is about.
Yeah, it is.
I hope Moon takes this thing seriously and doesn't just like rip apart the petition or something when they get it, or the High Magic Commission does something.
So here's my issue with Star making a petition is what does she need a petition for? She's third in like the third most important person in Muni. She's petitioning her mom? That's so unlike Star. Like, why isn't she just yelling at her mom? Like, she's just casually talked to her in Starfari. Well, she needs to hand over a petition to Moon. I feel like it's been right in line with Star's new subdued, very royal, character that we've been presented with this month, and it just doesn't feel earned. Like, it doesn't feel like we've seen her go in this direction.
I think it makes sense.
I think it makes sense that she's like getting people together. Like, that's what I like about it. Like, I do agree that like this is the more subdued, like, to be a better princess Star, which I'm not too upset with the direction we're going with that, simply because like Star's still Star. Like, she's still doing all the crazy, ridiculous things she wants to do. And what I like about this is her like teaming up with people. Yeah, and like I do agree that it feels unearned, because I feel like we needed an episode where like me and my friends get together and we yell about things that are going on in the world, and we're like, why are these things happening? I would have appreciated an episode where her and her friends yelled about that. Then I've been like, yes, and then she'd be like, yeah, why don't we all do something about it? So I do agree with that, but what I like about this is this, like, it's a movement trying to get everyone involved.
Yeah, I agree. The youth movement element of it is the really appealing part. I like getting all of the different royalty in the kingdoms involved, but I just don't get why she's being so civil with Moon about this. Like, it's never these 2 weeks have never convinced me about this Star being a better princess thing. Like, it still feels very out of character for her.
I think
I don't know. I don't see it as her being a better princess. I think it's because she's tried just talking to her mom, like, one-on-one about monsters and equality, and her mom's just very dismissive. And I think part of the issue, she thinks it's just like a silly Star thing. Like, oh, Star has these notions, but like, whatever. She'll like learn she's wrong. But if she gets a whole petition for all the other like royals involved, that really says something. It's not just Star anymore. It's like all the youth royalty, and I think that might have a bigger impression on Moon than it just coming from Star as a single person.
I agree, Michelle. That's kind of what I was trying to say. I think Star has backup now. I think she show, and you know what? I think maybe we could have had an episode before to lead up to this. Maybe another club episode. Maybe when Star goes to the club with Katrina and the other tadpoles, and they get like discriminated against, segregated, kicked out, and maybe that leads Star to change to be more focused on this.
Okay, you just want more Katrina in the tadpoles. Gotcha. But we needed Steve's obligatory reference.
Oh, speaking of that,
no,
I
not
did mention
you can't.
Here we go.
Steve, you can't segue yourself into the Katrina discussion.
When we talk towards the end about Ponyhead.
Okay, save it. Yeah, I don't.
As related to the Ponyhead episode.
Okay, gotcha. I don't doubt the logic of the move. I agree, it's a smart move, and it will have more of an effect on Moon. Just why is Star's just being so, why? I just don't get why this is a Star thing to do. She's so like she's anti-establishment kind of. She's like very hot-headed, and all these traits have just disappeared from her this week. And
well, I think what they failed ultimately in this bomb is that, like, and I get it. I understand where they're going. It's just they failed. There should have been an episode between the Battle for Muni and this bomb showing, like, the effects of what Star went through on this.
Yes, there's no buildup. I don't know why she's behaving this way. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, I agree with you. Sense. I think that's what it, like, I understand, like, I get why she's like this now because of what she went through, but, like, because now she's on Muni and she really is trying, like, everything she's been through. She wants to be a better princess, like, and she's learned a lot, like, she's matured a lot, but she's still Star. But I agree with you, like, there's just this, like, missing puzzle piece in the middle of all of it.
Why am I supposed to infer that her experiences with Toffee have caused her to behave civilly? Like, we can, like, write our own episode that might explain that, but, it's just such a clear failure in the narrative by the writers to just leave so much out in the beginning of this week, like, of last week. It's, I don't know, it's remarkable to me that we've skipped so much, and it's really hurt these episodes. Like, I don't know, these Star's really fallen flat as a person, as a character. Star has not been a great character these 2 weeks. We've refused to get inside her head. I don't know why she's doing what she's doing. She's like, Marco's been more of a focus. Like, we understand where Marco's coming from. We understand Marco's feeling for Star now. No idea what Star's feeling in regards to Marco, in regards to Tom, in regards to this movement. I've just seen her actions. I haven't seen a clear, like, line of reasoning towards what she's doing. So
I still don't understand why she's with Tom.
Right. I have no idea. They've never told us. They're leaving that out for dramatic effect. We did this last season with Marco. We left out Marco's feelings for dramatic effect when Star had a crush on him. But yeah, this is just not good when Star's your main character. So I think that's like the biggest failing of it. And I've talked about this a lot, is that they're not explaining why they're doing anything. I'll accept it, and I do like the youth movement avenue, but let's explain our character motivations next time. Anyway, sure. I don't know. Any final thoughts on that, Michelle?
I feel like I need to rewatch most of season 3 to really decide if it's been earned or not at this point. Honestly, I don't know. Star acting the way she is right now isn't really bothering too much, and I'm not sure why that is. I think the monster plot thread kind of jumped into focus out of nowhere the past, like, few episodes, and I do agree, like, it's progressing strangely smoothly for getting so much pushback from at least, like, her mom about this, that everyone else would be so on board to sign the petition. Like, it's great, but it doesn't, I agree with Delaney, it doesn't quite feel earned yet, because it was just like, bam, okay, we're going to talk about this now, and it's happening, and that's great, because that plot thread has been there. But in terms of Star, I don't know. I don't feel upset about it yet, but I do agree it is kind of unfortunate that we're not spending as much time, like, feeling her out. But then again, like, I am glad that we're actually spending some time with other characters, not necessarily like Marco, but other characters. So yeah. I don't know. I'm not super bothered by it yet, but I think a lot of that will depend on how the end of the series, season 3, goes, and if they're going to do something with it or not.
Yeah, a lot depends on tomorrow.
I thought initially when I heard about these plots, this monster equality plot, I thought it would be Eclipse's influence that would influence Star to start this movement. And it looks like Eclipse kind of had nothing to do with it, which is a little disappointing.
Right, let's talk about Eclipse. But, well, briefly before this, I think the Star monster right stuff has been fine. I think we built up to that last season. It's more just like the petitioning her mom, like just the being a good princess, the level-headedness, all that just feels very out of character. But, yeah, I think the monster right stuff, that could have been handled better as well. But at least this has been a gradual build-up ever since Munipendence Day, season 1, even before that. And, yeah, Eclipse plays into this interestingly. She's the OG monster rights person, and her relationship with Star has been explored She's just like a bit an aunt to Star. She's giving her advice on stuff, but she hasn't really gotten into the monsters thing. I'm very interested tomorrow in our final few episodes.
Yeah, I'm sure it's coming.
Right, how that's going to tie together.
I see Eclipsa as this aunt who never had any kids, who has no boundaries in kids, so he doesn't understand really about parenting. That's why I see Eclipsa as sort of the aunt, the relative that had no kids of her own, so she's just like very free and easy.
She's the cool aunt, yeah.
Yeah, the cool aunt. That's what I mean. The one that, and most of the cool aunts, pretty much the cool relatives are the ones who never had kids in the first place.
Okay, hot take from Steve. Delaney, do you think we're gonna get any sort of evil eclipse tomorrow?
I don't think so. I really don't want any because I like her a lot and I like what they're doing with her.
I think we have to go to the trial first, and it looks like there's not going to be a trial.
Yeah, I don't think trial's happening.
When the heck is the trial happening? It's been forever. How long does it take to set that up?
Yeah, I don't know. The 30-minute episode tomorrow is a mystery. It could be during that, but it's Eclipsa is, I think, unfortunately, very much going to be evil. But I think they might be slow playing it, which I'm very excited by. I thought that we were just gonna immediately make Eclipsa the main villain and have her just be blatantly evil, and we seem to be showing some different sides to her. And
I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really liking her, and honestly,
I would hang out with her. I think she's really cool.
Yeah, and even there is still the possibility that she's not like straight up evil. The reveal could be that she, like, again, as we've discussed before in previous podcasts, that she believes in doing things that may be questionable morally, but not necessarily evil. And if that happens, that's like kind of like my favorite case scenario. Right. For there still to be problematic elements but for it to not be like so easy to dismiss as like, oh, well, this is just crazy. The queen was right all along. Like, I'd like for Star to be able to identify with Eclipsa at the same time with struggling to decide like, where's the line in moral goodness here?
I've always seen Eclipsa just as an extremist, a monster rights extremist, that she's getting too far from the other side, that she kind of wants to take revenge on Munions for their mistreatment of her and monsters.
Yeah. And although we haven't seen any of that though so far.
Yeah, we haven't seen her.
That's why I see her as before this thing started. So we'll see where that goes. And I also see maybe though her definitely as someone who's definitely more selfish than maybe straight out evil. She's just someone who may not care about anyone but herself.
Yeah, possible. We don't have a good read on her motivations. I guess my guess for tomorrow is that she subtly nudges Star to pass the edge on this monster rights movement, and she like Star's like maybe Moon rejects the petition, and then Star goes to Eclipsa for advice, and she's like, no, you can't take this. And so then Star like really revolts from Moon just because of Eclipsa's guidance, and that's all.
I can totally see that happening.
One thing Eclipsa has going for her though is Glossaryt seems to like her. There seems to be some little bond there.
Yes,
so
Glossaryt does like her, yes.
So maybe there's like a case that she's not all evil, like even though Glossaryt
I don't trust Glossaryt's read on evil good. Come on. That's the last character in the show I would have judging my villains.
Well, he didn't seem to care much for Toffee, so
true. Okay.
And I still stand by no matter what. If Eclipsa turns out to be evil, Toffee's still the most evilest character in the show. I still think I don't think Eclipsa's out evil.
Yeah, you can't out evil the character that had a ton of morally great potential, and they just inexplicably made being the
he
the
was
force
always evil.
Yeah, so
never any question.
Yeah, I'm still really scarred by the Toffee stuff. That's really prejudicing me to be pessimistic about any future Eclipsa. Anyway, we need to talk Ponymonium. Okay. First of all, we're going to get into the Ponyhead sisters, but we need to talk about Star's new outfit in this episode.
So good!
She's had new outfit. Okay, we have to talk about that. She's had really good outfits.
So she had a
a
new dress in Lava Lake Beach, and that was great.
I am still really mad. I can't believe I wasn't
her date dress
episode.
With Tom.
Yeah,
I can't believe I wasn't there for the beach episode. Like, what kind of injustice?
I didn't know it'd be that big of an episode. That surprised me. Yeah,
and they had a volleyball game just like in Avatar.
That's what has to happen. It felt like the Avatar beach episode,
and it was legit in the Fire Nation. Like, are you?
Yeah. Delaney, any quick Kelly Marco take? 5 seconds.
We're not going to talk
Okay.
about it.
Yeah, please
Okay, fine.
no.
That's
Come
what we
on.
talked about mostly last time.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, protect
Oh, I know
Kelly's
that's what we're
heart.
talking
So
I know
Star, yes, Steve. We got your hot take on last podcast. We got that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying-
So the Star's outfit in this episode, Disney posted an Instagram video of creator Darren Nefsey talking about how this outfit was designed by a fan as like a contest winner. So like this was specifically made for the episode, and she has like mushroom, her like headband has mushrooms on it, and it's like a pale like peach or pink dress or something. Yeah, thumbs up.
It's
No,
super,
it's super cute. It's adorable. And
There's
like,
little wings on her sneakers too.
yes, I really like. Yeah, no, the wings on the sneakers really like. I'm sold. So I really like the headband. It was really good.
Yeah.
And her like mittens, it was so good.
Yeah, the mittens had mushrooms on them too, and her jacket. Yeah, it was a good outfit.
Yeah, thumbs up. Okay, let's talk the Ponyhead sisters. So, this is the main thing. She has 13 sisters, I believe. Yeah, 13 daughters. King Ponyhead has.
12 sisters.
Ponyhead's 12 sisters, one of which we do not see in
Yeah.
the episode. So 11 sisters that we see here. So Delaney and I previously had discussed this when we discussed the Star and Marco's Guide to Mastering Every Dimension supplemental book. And I have this in front of me, and I'll be heavily referencing it because there's a longer introduction to each character.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that's
Not
actually
a song, no song.
Yeah, so okay, but we can pick again after we get into each of them. But Delaney, who stood out to you of the sisters? You don't need to.
Asnus, I think that's her name.
You can also describe them because the names are hard.
Like the goth emo one, obviously.
Oh yeah.
And then the really creepy twins quality.
Yeah.
Like that was
the
really
creepy
good.
twins were good.
I enjoyed them.
Okay, Michelle, what about you?
I like Jan, but she didn't get a lot of screen
Jan was
time.
barely in the episode,
But
yeah.
aesthetically, I
you
just
aesthetically
love
like
Jan.
Jan.
Which one's Jan
We'll go over it.
The cool butch looking one. She's awesome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with the shades and the skull. I guess cute mark on her neck. Yeah.
Do you like Jan? Okay, so
Wait, no, that's the one I liked.
Yes,
look, okay, I'll go over them. It's confusing.
So I did like Asnus. Asnus.
Yeah, this is cool, and she actually talks.
Yeah.
Well, I love Jan as well. I know she's like the one with the.
What are you guys talking about with Jan? She had like no lines in the episode. Why are you latching on to
I like her
Jan?
look. I like her
cool
design.
trick.
Looks
But
cool.
I also like the one, the vein one.
Asnus did the invert trick, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Fine. We'll go through them. The book lists them by birth order, so we'll go through each of them. First is Ponyhead. She's firstborn. Her Lilica Ponyhead, Lilicia. But since she's heir to the throne, they just call her Princess Ponyhead. There's Asnus with the nose ring. Asnus is the one that does the invert trick. Yeah. The book describes her. She's secondborn. She's in line to being the commander-in-chief of the army because of that.
Oh, that's cool.
That's not in the episode.
Yay!
Commander-in-chief of the army equals gay. Okay, but yeah, she's
Hillary Winter.
Winter from Ruby. She says Star comments
Winter's
that
also gay.
we're both huge fans of Mina Loveberry. Says Star. When we're little, we'd play fight and always argue over who got to be Mina. And so there's Asnus. She's probably the most prominent one in the episode.
Yeah.
We have Angel, who gets like one line. Angel's I guess thirdborn. The book gives her more personality than she has in the show. She says she always has a different boyfriend, and when she's not on her motorcycle with her boyfriends, she likes to hang out behind dark behind buildings. Okay, interesting.
It's an interesting full life she has.
Yeah, that's Angel. So we have Crystal. She's very prominent in the episode. She's like the beauty queen one. And,
I like her.
Yeah, she can be usually seen looking at herself. Okay, thank you, Book. Yeah, she has the line in the episode, which is, now I have to compensate for putting all my self-worth into my jaw-dropping beauty. It's really hard, you guys, and I gotta do it every day.
That was really good. The emphasis on every day was great.
Yeah. We have Jan, who you guys apparently had no lines, I think, but you guys, Jan knows how to party. She says she has she says she has a mohawk, but you can really tell it's because all ponies look like they have a mohawk.
Oh my god, who wrote this section?
This is Star talking. As
Oh.
it's in the whole book's in character between all the characters. As
She can pony head. I gotta see
as
that.
the fifthborn, she'll be the party ambassador for the kingdom, and she's perfectly suited for it.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
so yeah, Jan has the skull tattoo on her neck. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have Pamanda. Pamanda's my favorite.
Amanda.
Pamanda's the one with glasses. There's
I did also like Pamanda.
Yeah.
I really like when they're like Pamanda.
yeah.
Like, that was
Pamanda's
really-
like, I thought I was in line. What? Come on, Pamanda. Yeah. Poor Pamanda, the unloved middle child. If there's a dead zone in the family, it's the middle child. That's it. That's all the book gives her. Come on. So rude. Pamanda's great. Shonda and Shinda, the twins. Yeah. So
totally like Desna and Eska, man. It was
Right.
like intense.
here's the book's description. I was not anticipating the creepy factor because the book says, I heard that when they were born, the king was super excited because he always wanted to have a twin daughter vocal group. The girls have no real musical talent, but that didn't stop the king from paying for them to record Two Hearts for You, an interesting album featuring twin singing duets. When the album didn't sell, he had it installed in every household in the Cloud Kingdom of the Ponyheads. So the book did not mention them just being the creepy twins, so I was very thrown
like
by
that
that.
they're like super scary,
Yeah.
like The Shining.
Yeah.
That's pretty good that they didn't.
I was
mention them
kind
at
of
all.
disappointed, honestly, with the characterization of the twins. All they had was the creepy factor here, and their designs are so cute. And I don't know, they should have been real people. They were just like,
I thought it was funny
I
that
like
they were
their
creepy.
song
wait-
a lot.
I can't wait for
actually.
Marco to meet them.
you like the
I can't wait for
song,
Marco-
Michelle?
Yeah, if everyone hadn't been complaining about it, I think if we'd heard the full song, it would have been worth listening to. It's like a chill
Oh yeah,
indie. It's just
I didn't
thought it
check.
was
I didn't
good.
check
Oh my
if we
God,
had
shut
the
up.
song posted on the phone. I'll check that as we're going. But
I'm dead.
Steve, get along with
done.
Marco. Why?
No, I can't wait. I can't wait for Marco to meet the twins just to see how creeped out he'll be. He probably has some funny reactions.
Yeah,
Marco, like, he's a straight man. He's a perfect straight man for this type of stuff.
Brian Kim did not post the song to Tumblr. Okay. And next we have the twins. Twins were my pre-show favorite, but I was disappointed. Go again. We have Horn, and then Anne. There you go. And unfortunately named, Hornan is the only ponyhead who was born without a horn. At birth, it seemed inevitable
Of
she'd get a
course.
horn, but then it never blossomed. She doesn't do anything in the episode. She is there though.
Yeah, accurate.
We have Tedda, who is missing, and she didn't get a picture in the book, but then we see her. So, yeah, there you go. She was in the episode. the book.
She's in the closet.
Never gonna see what she looks like.
Not featured in the episode is Chesna. Chesna is the latest ponyhead. Ponyhead. The least ponyhead. When she came of age, the first thing she did with her outcoming money was to have her horn filed off and get a body implant. She'd just rather be a horse.
Whoa.
Yeah.
She'd just rather be a horse.
Yeah, she has a horse body.
Wow.
So we didn't see the horse body one in the.
So she and the pigeons kind of think alike.
Yeah, that's her fake legs. Yeah,
Pigeons were already full pigeons, though.
pigeons are already. That's deep, Michelle.
They weren't pigeon heads.
Yeah,
you
we
know?
have a
was full
Wistine. Wistine was the old baby. She thought she was going to be the baby, but then Frances was born. Yeah, she's the one with the blonde hair. She's also in the episode, but not featured very prominently. And featured very prominently, baby Frances.
Aww.
She was adorable.
She was horrifying.
Yeah, wasn't she
and
horrifying?
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end,
probably
at
almost
the end, she's
crazy
like,
of
"You're
all."
gonna disappear too." Yeah, it was. Oh, do we like baby Frances?
Yeah. She's
I
gonna
like her.
Yeah.
She
She's fine.
pooped on our parties more than I can even count. Yeah, and I don't count good. Yeah, so guess
No, I really liked when she's like, I miss Teta, and then she's like, you weren't even born.
yeah, you weren't even you're a zygote. Yeah,
That dead zygote, like that
yeah,
is
zygote was
Yeah.
the
quality.
funniest thing ever.
That was the funniest thing ever. Wow, strong thoughts.
Shut up.
Yeah, and she said, I don't remember who says this, but she says, guess who's developed a complex? All of us. I don't think she says that, but yeah, that was a good line too.
No, she says, guess who developed a complex? And they all say,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. So I think it was a little much to try to introduce like 10 characters in this episode.
well, obviously.
What?
To be honest, I don't really think it went over well. None of them stood out. in the episode.
I mean, it was just funny because Ponyhead was just literally like roasting every single one of them.
Yeah.
What do we think of their plot to pose Ponyhead?
It was a little extra, but it was funny.
It sounds like it's a normal thing they do every week. So
yeah, like they're always extra.
That's why I thought that was
Ponyhead
funny.
way.
Yeah, so it turns out the twist, Ponyhead was using Star to catch them, and she says, yeah, we do this every meal, she says.
Yeah.
Oh, and Star just now starting to figure out Ponyhead is kind of a jerk.
yeah. Star, yeah. All the sisters were like, Ponyhead's party pooper, and Star's like, what? I've never experienced this.
That's
like
one.
you know, that's literally every episode.
Yeah.
Previous Marco just wanting to point out the Star, like really Star.
I think Marco
really
does point it out, but
but he's not in the episode.
Yeah, Marco not in the episode. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. This was the episode. I don't know what the point of introducing all the sisters is in one episode, and like what are we doing with them? I don't know if it wasn't particularly good characterization. There's some good moments, but overall I don't know how funny it was, but yeah, I don't know.
I think though in a future episode we're going to see all the sisters like when we lead an army for sisters and save Star out of a jam.
That'd be cool, yeah.
Big battle.
Yeah, Steve, how does you were specifically brought on this podcast for your My Little Pony expertise. So, please comment on the sisters relative to My Little Pony.
Okay, what kind of family are, well, there's no one like Ponyhead and My Little Pony.
What? There's no pony?
There's no sisters sassy pony?
I'm just saying My Little Pony, let me see, I tell you though, the youngest Frances though, she kind of reminds me a bit of Pinkie Pie.
Okay.
Character.
Pinkie Pie's not that evil though, right?
Yeah, no. And speaking of Pinkie Pie though, this reminds me of the Applejack family. Like it's such a big family in a way. That's what this is here. Though the apples are all like the same. Here they have their own individual personalities.
Yeah. So I'm glad we met. Okay, good. And was it Steve? Were you as someone looking forward to these ponies introductions as well? Were you satisfied by the episode?
Yeah, I'm satisfied. Could use a little more time for most of these sisters, but I think that's impossible. I do think this whole part though of Star maybe mentioning only child syndrome. I thought that's kind of interesting. How Star like
Star's like, I always wanted a sister, and then they're all like, you're our sister now, and
never know. Maybe at the end of the series, maybe Moon gets pregnant. Would that be something? That'd be
skeptical. But at the end, Ponyhead, you got me as the sister, Beefly. She says, yeah.
Oh, but I do think though, in a way though, like I mentioned before. I like to think though maybe if the series go direction, I like to see maybe Star and the Tadpole some become her sort of adopted siblings.
Okay,
like
with the Katrina, yeah.
And its kids are like I could see something like them between like Cora and Tenzin's kids, especially like in the Battlefield Muni. I know when Katrina said, "I am worried about your plan." It reminded me a little bit of Janora for a second.
Okay, Steve, you can't just compare Katrina to Janora in front of me. You can't just do that. Come on. This is an invalid comparison, but yeah, I guess I see what you're saying. Yeah, they're like anyway. Delaney, what did you, anything else from the episode and kind of like overall, what are your thoughts there?
I mean, the episode, like, I don't think either of these episodes were like narratively like intelligent or like genius. They were just funny and I enjoyed them. And this is kind of like the spirit of Star. Like, it's just absurd and it's just ridiculous. I would have appreciated more focus on Star. But, I mean, I do agree that the Ponyhead, like, they tried too hard to introduce all these characters at once. But I just thought it was funny. And I just enjoyed Ponyhead roasting every single one of them. And that her sisters were planning to frame her for killing another sister. Though I'm glad that they weren't actually going to kill their sister.
But I also like how Ponyhead, like, stands up for his sisters at the end too, like he doesn't want anyone outside of her to make fun of them or say anything bad.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think that's the best defense against saying like, oh, Ponyhead's just awful. I think it's very like her dynamic with her sisters is very different than her dynamic with like Star or Marco. And I think a lot of times like it's relatable.
Well, you can't say my brother sucks. I can say that.
Yeah,
like
sibling rivalries are real and they can be really nasty, but that's like just like kind of the nature of what it was. And I felt like this episode was really touching on that, and that's why I liked it. Because she's roasting all them, but she can't because she's known them forever and she thinks they're annoying because they're her family, and that makes a lot of sense.
But I thought King Ponyhead, though, he kind of was just like start the episode at the end. I loved how he's like, "Take me with you."
I love that he's overwhelmed with all these daughters. It's really funny.
Okay.
He's a hidden treasure in the episode.
Yeah,
he's really
is.
He seems kind of dumb.
Well, he's like hungry. Like
food.
Yeah. Okay, here's my quick Debbie Downer take on the line at the end. Take me with you. Typical Dylan. Progressive corner. I always hate the male character being like, get me out of here with a bunch of these crazy females, and that's kind of how it came off to me. Just get it easy. Obviously, they're presented as kind of nuts in the episode, but it just doesn't sit well with me when he's like, get me away from all these crazy women. So
I agree with you, except like I agree, like I definitely like that's really irritating. But I think it worked okay in this episode because they're actually crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
I also want to be there. Like, take me. Like, I don't want to be there. But no, I mean, it's definitely a sexist thing, and that's obviously like they didn't even think about that. They just went ahead and did it because that's like the funny thing to do.
So.
I didn't thought that way.
Big, like
I could easily see if Ponyhead had a mom, maybe didn't have the same type of reaction.
There's no mention of the mom. There's nothing in the book either.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. The line is, I will say the line. Oh wait, no, I think there is mention in the. I can check this. The book does say that the line is patriarchal. So it's if there was a son, then that's why they have so many kids. They kept trying to get a son, but no, it's 13 daughters, and So River met King Ponyhead when they were like wrestling or something. He thought he was like. I'm trying to look to see. I don't know about the mom. That'll be a reveal in the future. Where's Adrian's mom? Where's Ponyhead's mom? Yep. From America's Ladybug. So, Michelle, what are your final takes on this episode?
I thought it was fine. I thought it had a lot of really good lines, and I don't mind that we didn't get to spend a ton of time with each individually of the sisters. I feel like there's potential to see more of them later. And so this is like the first time we've seen any of them really in action. So I think it doesn't really bother me yet.
Okay. Yeah. We'll see when the next Ponyhead family episode is. I'm betting not for a while, but maybe they'll be hanging out somewhere. I don't know.
Well, I'm just hoping Marco's in it because I think we need Marco to react to all these Ponyheads.
Is one of the sisters going to like Marco or something? Is that what we're doing?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Marco and Ponyhead had very good dynamic. They're very, very good comedic.
It'd be pretty funny if all of her sisters loves Marco and Ponyhead's like, oh my god, this is terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, except for Ponyhead, like, ew, like.
Yeah.
Well, at least, yeah, or at least the one who's conscious about her looks.
Cristal likes Marco. Okay, we're writing the fanfic. Steve, final thoughts on this episode?
A very, very fine episode. Starring Ponyhead, of course, I'm gonna like it. Though I like Ponyhead better in the Death Pigeon episode. But it's a fine episode. If you want to see more Ponyhead sisters, hopefully gets a little more screen time. I do like to see them form like this army team if they are in sync together, because I want to see if they could do some like super move, like combo 13 combo attack.
Yeah, combo attack with all the Ponyheads. Okay, well, how would that happen?
Form one giant horse, maybe like.
They're all the same part of the horse. How are they?
But they could know some of them could be the body and some could be the legs.
All heads.
It could totally work. Heads. They could make it work like the pigeons did.
Can't do Voltron with like 5 heads. That's not how that works.
They clearly form a giant head.
Yeah, I think so.
No, that could work too.
Okay, that's a good take, Steve. Delaney, I forgot to comment before you threw in again the King Ponyhead being big. I don't know what the what the hang up is on him being giant, but just a particularly giant Ponyhead.
Okay, again, it's just Delaney's like fascination with making fun of character designs, and he's huge. Okay. I just love it. It's so funny.
Would you like to see more King Ponyhead?
I'd be okay with it. I mean, he's funny. But I definitely want. Like, I don't think we're going to see them ever again. But hopefully, maybe at some point.
Let's know his real name.
Yeah, I don't think we get a name. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. I'm glad this was an energetic and podcast, and you guys were into the episodes. Not necessarily expecting that from Death Peck and Ponymonium, but next episode, we have tomorrow. We have Nightlife, Deep Dive, and Monster Bash, and I'm very hype. Because Hackapoo is going to be in the first episode.
Oh.
They're going to hold a monster prom, and it's going to be really awkward, like middle schoolers, and we're trying to get the humans and the monsters to dance.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't think that's what's happening, but maybe, I don't know.
That would be good, though. I would watch
Interesting.
that.
I'm just excited for Hackapoo and Nightlife, and then also Starco, obviously. How much Starco are we getting tomorrow? It's got to be a lot.
Probably,
No.
yeah. It's a mid-season finale. We probably get.
It better be a
Better
lot.
I agree.
Yeah. So I have a feeling they're gonna have this Tom story. They're gonna drag this out through the rest of the season.
Oh, stop.
For the rest of forever.
Yeah. This is only the mid-season finale, by the way. So the rest of the season doesn't mean tomorrow. It means into next year. But
That's what I'm talking about.
Get out of here.
The
Get
rest
out of
of
here
the-
with that. Please break up tomorrow. Please, come on. That's okay. That's number one on my wish list. Tom Star break up tomorrow. Yeah.
They haven't had any reason to break up, though. They've just been kind of chilly dating in the background of episodes.
My wish list don't
Tom
wanna
just
happen.
gets mad and they break up. That's what's going to happen.
Yo, Dylan, though, you wanna drink some of Tom's tears with me when this breakup happens?
Yeah.
Oh, let's get
It'll be. I agree, Steve. Yeah, it's gonna be great. So now that we have all the Tom fangirls upset, then we can wrap up here. Yeah. So we'll be back tomorrow night to discuss these last 3 finale episodes, and it's gonna be good. Overlyanimated.com to not miss anything. Let us know what you thought about these episodes on YouTube comments or on our website overlyanimated.com. Click on the article. And make sure to subscribe on YouTube or iTunes to not miss any more. Join the discussion at Discord, overlyanimated.com/Discord to talk about Star with us. I assume it's going to be lit tomorrow to talk about the finale. And you can also support us via Patreon, patreon.com/overlyanimated. Thank you very much to all of our current patrons, especially our patron of the podcast, Phoenician, aka Fusion. And thanks as always to our patron executive producers, John, Ryan, Steve, Alex, Andy, and Hugh. Finishing up Star tomorrow. It's finally happening. It's over.
Right.
And it's going to be good. So thanks very much, guys, for listening. Let us know what you thought, and we will see you then. Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.